what we're going to do is we're going to get started.
If you don't mind, would I be able to stand?
No, you're going to sit beside me, all right? Now.
Like I just stand like this, that's okay. Cheers.
Yes, you can stand, no problem. Okay. Firstly is, I want you to understand a few things about tools, okay? Every tool has a purpose. If you listen now, you'll learn how to use it, and you'll be able to use it for the next 5, 6 years and going on for the rest of your life. I know, I don't care what anybody says, these subjects are the subjects that you actually will use outside in the real world, whether you believe it or not. Whether that's a project at home, whether you go into engineering, whether you go into some design, graphics, technology subjects are something that you will use. Okay, so I think it's a really good choice to learn practical skills. Now, the first thing is learning how to use a ruler and using it correctly. With these rulers, where is the zero?
At the very beginning.
Yeah, see the actual edge of the ruler? This edge is the zero. Can everybody identify that on the ruler? This part here is the actual zero. Now, you'll see that says mm. What does mm stand for?
Millimeters.
Millimeters. Brilliant. So, how many millimeters is on this ruler?
300.
300. Well done. Good. So, what we're going to do normally when we start a piece is find the center of it. The reason we do that, does anyone can remember why we find the center? Know if I want to what? Well, the main reason you find the center is so that if you do something on the left side, you can do it on the right. An awful lot of the stuff that we'll do will be symmetrical, meaning it's a mirror image of each other. Anyway, if I measure this piece, it's just shy of 100. It should be 100.
97.
Yeah, the laser cutter probably cut it a little bit under, but I'm just going to assume it's 100. I agree that it is 90. Yeah, I would go to 98 now, more so. In fact, nearly 99. It's 99, really.
99.5.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is put my ruler down, nice and easy, and I'm just going to mark it at 50. Okay? And I'm just going to mark it down like that and make a little point here on the edge of it at 50. Good. Once that's done, we then just get our square. Now, for using the square, we do not put it down just on it like that, because if we do it like that, there's a distance in here that's not even. The way the square works is it's designed to put in a right angle, okay? So if you line it up like that, you can even hold it in your hands or bring it out to the edge of the desk if you're more comfortable. I do tend to just do it in my hands like that, hold it in one hand and drawing a line with the other. Line down the middle like that. Line down the middle. Does anybody have any issue with that?
No.
So, it should be in portrait.
This rule is done.
Excellent. That's a full house. Brilliant. Jacob, I'm going to look in here with you. Okay, can you turn on the drawing, please? Good. Now, Jacob has given me the drawing here, as we can see. So I'm just going to zoom in there. So the first thing is, what are these? What is 50, 50, 100, 20? Exactly, they're measurements. And what are the measurements basically telling me to do? Yeah. Exactly. And that's all they are. And that's all they'll ever be, up until 6th year engineering. But yet, an awful lot of people overcomplicate dimensions. generally speaking, it's just simple maths. 50 and 40. You know what I mean? It's exactly. It's not like I'm asking you to divide x by the slope of a line. Right? That's maths. Nonsense. I have no interest in that. In here, all we need is basic measurements. Okay? So don't ever complicate it more than it needs to be. This piece is 120 by 100. Obviously, the Christmas tree is going to be taller than it is narrower, because otherwise it would be a very fat Christmas tree, right? I actually recently bought a Christmas tree in the range here in Sligo. It's my first Christmas tree for my new house. It's 10 foot. I had to get a ladder to go up it. 10 foot is about the height of the ceiling. It's a big tree. It's a big tree.
But did you already like set it
It
up?
could hang you from the top of it.
Don't look at me. I did nothing.
Now, yeah.
What was I gonna say? I forget. I'll get back to it.
Did I get something for the top of it?
Yeah, no. Did you already like decorate and put it all up?
Yes,
You
yes,
get the stars.
yes. It is a bit early. I completely agree. Yes. Now, what we're going to start off and do is we're going to put in this little square, or, yeah, it is a square because it's 20 by 20. So you can see where I'm talking about, this part here. Now,
This one?
this part, okay? So what we'll do is we're going to start off the drawing like so. From the very bottom, from this very bottom, I'm going to put the ruler on 20 and mark it at 0. Does everyone understand that that's still 20? I can obviously just swing the ruler around that way and mark it at 20.
I brought that pen because my one's like kind of useless.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody good? Good. Try that one, Jack. Okay. Once you do that, you're going to measure it. Hold on. What are you doing?
Just make sure it's accidental.
Okay. Once you do that, you're then going to use your square, and with your square, you're going to draw a little line across, like so. Okay? Little line like that. And it can actually go the whole way because it's going to be the bottom of your Christmas tree. So this is the base. And that's up a distance of 20. You do not need to write in the 20. That's just for guidelines. That's up a distance of 20. Good? Lovely. Did Ella not pick the class, no? What did she do? Ah. Can we do a substitute for back here? Direct substitution? She did music. Ah, okay. Now, the next stage, gentlemen and ladies, is we're going to put down our ruler like this on that line from this point where the intersect. Does everyone know what intersect means?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, well, as long as you get the gist of it. And we're going to measure 10, and then we're also going to measure back 10. And with this 2 points that are 10, now this is a little bit different, so just pay attention before you go and do it. Just mark with the top of your square, mark a little line like that, only this distance, and the same here.
10 millimeters.
Yeah, 10 millimeters. And you should get the base looking like that. So this is going to be 10 and 10. Okay, so you can see the part that we've done now.
the same the other side, yeah?
Exactly.
What if you're done?
You wait till I move on to the next step. 35, 35. Okay. The next stage, what we're going to do is we're going to measure up a distance. Now, you'll notice that the distance from here to here is 50, and the distance from here to here is 20. So, Kyron, what's 20 and 50?
7.
Good, 70, good man. So, rather than measuring 50 from this point, what would be the best option? From where? Exactly. And that's called a datum. D-A-T-U-M. What it just really means, it's just a fancy word for basically you measure from the same point. Does anyone know why we do that? Where we can? Okay, do you know the game Chinese Whisper?
Yeah.
All right. If I say something to Kyron, by the time it gets to Eloise, it'll probably have changed. All right? Because it has to go through so many people. Versus if I just say it, you say it to her, then there's a good chance it'll be right. And it's the same kind of thing when it comes to measuring. So, if I got a meter stick, to show you what I mean in reality, and you can use this method out in the real world. If I was to just get a meter stick and mark the floor, and then measure another meter and mark the floor, another meter and mark the floor, and let's say I did that 10 times to the end of the room, there's a chance that I have made a small error every time that I've moved across. And then those little errors add up, kind of like the Chinese Whisper by the time it gets to the end. Versus, if I just get a measuring tape, and I say, Kyron, you take, here's a measuring tape, and you go to the one end, and I measure it from this end. Do you understand? You just have one measuring. Okay? And you can use that exact same method in all technology subjects. So it's not just for one. Okay. So what we'll do is, as Bakir told me, we'll go up to 70, like so. And again, we'll use our square to go across. And you can draw that fully across. There's no harm in that.
Like 70 from the very bottom? Or?
70 from the very bottom. So 70. And again, that bottom edge, what's it called? A datum. D-U-T-U-M.
Oh, sir.
What's wrong?
Sir.
Yeah, that's okay. It's not ruined. It couldn't be ruined. You haven't even cut anything yet. How could you ruin it? Okay. The next stage is we're going to find the point for the peak. Now, although it's not clearly measured, and that's my fault, let's see, 35, 30, back 35, 35 will bring us to there, 30, that's 30, 10, 30. Okay, from the outside, I'd like you to measure in 30 millimeters. And I'd like you to also measure in 30 this way, on that line. I'm going to go a little bit ahead because it'll make more sense when I draw it. And then I'm just going to literally get them.
Sir, it's the holy tab. When you're doing it wrong.
And bring it there. And bring it there. So you should have the base of the Christmas tree, and that's one of the sides.
30, you mean, yeah?
30, yeah. I understand it says 25, and that is correct. But we're not using that 25 just yet. So 30. Abdul, you okay? 30. Gleb, good? Yes? No? Gleb, are you okay?
Yeah.
Andre? Anton, okay? Zahar, you okay? Girls? Good? Good, good. Brilliant. So we're going great. We should get this marked out today. Yeah, that's correct. Good man. Go lighter on the, yeah, but if you go lighter on the pen, it's because you're forcing it. Just go light. Just stroke, nice and easy. Let me see. Like that. Light as a feather. Okay. The next stage of the marking out process is we're going to come over from that point 25. And the same on the other side. You're going to come back 25. And again, this is the last part of the Christmas tree, so this can just go to the top. Like that. So you should have a nice little, like, so it's basically triangles, right? Okay? So that's what you should be looking for there. So, nice and easy.
And then do you connect like the bottom part with the so they're connected?
Five here. Okay. Come in five. So just come in five here. Good. So this isn't up and second edge, that's only up 70. 70 from there.
Sir, I went to the building C. I'm officially an invention. I went to Albert Einstein.
Yeah, you've done good. Zahar, you get it done? Good, good man. Girls.
Stop. No way.
She won five. She can. And Louise? This isn't even. See the way this is out ready? Check that this one is the same. That's your point there. She's right here. Again,
Yes, yes.
there. Okay, most people in fairness are getting
I
there.
didn't realise you have to do the top bit.
Yeah. Most people are getting there. So that's good.
Sir, got it now.
Yeah?
Got it, yes.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Do we cut it?
Do we what?
Do we cut?
Cut it? No.
So are we cutting it today or not?
If we get a chance, now we still have a few bits to do.
Oh, like the circle.
Yeah, the holes.
It's not working when I go right on it.
Okay. Now, we have a few things left to do. Most of them are pretty easy. So, just the first thing is, I'm going to use Jacob's behavior card here because it's bright and shiny. Right. This is a shape. What shape is this, Zahar? What shape? What shape is this? Okay. Phoebe, what shape is it? Is it a square?
No.
What is it?
Rectangle.
Rectangle. It is a rectangle. Now, could someone tell me how you find the center of that? Yes.
Is it radius?
You could use radius, but there's an easier method. Kyron. You could measure it, but there's an easier method. Gleb, how do I find the center of that rectangle? Phoebe. You could fold it, that's a good idea. But with it, okay, I'm going to give you, maybe I should have specified. You have a ruler, but no measurements, and you have a pen. So you can't use measurements, you can just use the back of your ruler, like an edge, and a pen. Back here, come off the games and tell me. How would you do it? How would I find the center of the rectangle?
Measure both sides.
I said no measurement.
Like this.
It's super easy. Eloise, how do I find the center of that rectangle? Shikana. How? No measurements, just a pen and a ruler with no measurements. There's my ruler with no measurements. Back here.
So this is a ruler. You draw two diagonal lines and then.
Thank you. So, with your ruler, if I wanted to find the center of this, you can get this here and here. Crisscross. And that's the center of it. And you can use that method for any square or rectangle. Yeah, you can. So, in this case, there's a circle that has the center in here. So what we're going to do on the very bottom is like I just did there. To apply this is a crisscross, crisscross. And where they meet on the center is going to give me the center for the circle. I'm having pen trouble now too. So. 12:05. Today is the 4th of the 11th. Okay. So can we do that please, Jacob? So we're going to cross a line from here to here.
Would not technically just be quicker if you just did things.
I know, but it's not that. What I'm trying to teach you a method that it's handy, especially if you're doing a more complicated piece. It just saves you a bit of measurement. So crisscrossing good. Good. Right here, come off the games. Good. Well, you could also try and figure out the last part, which is the other two holes.
Oh, it's not working.
Well done, everybody. That's all 11 people. That's brilliant.
More is not.
Okay, now, turn on that iPad for me, will you?
You just have to swipe.
Okay, there's not a password on it. Okay, the last part is also pretty straightforward. So, we have a hole there that's out a distance of 25. Does anyone know how far it's up from the bottom?
25
Hmm?
from the top.
Well, it's 20 to the bottom. 20 and...
5.
No.
20,
30. So you're going to measure up 30 and over 25. So what that looks like in reality is you could turn it on its side and first measure up 30 from the bottom. Measure up 30. And with this point, you're not going to go and draw a full line. You're just going to draw an estimation line, roughly maybe 10 millimeters back from there. So roughly, it's called a construction line or estimation line. So the blue line that I have there, it's just estimating roughly that it goes to there and there.
So why should my pen work on this?
Hmm?
My pen not working.
Try a different pen. I don't have any more. But use your square. Look, you're making it harder on yourself. Just put the square down. Okay. Now, once you do that, the last part for finding the holes on the bottom is you're just going to measure from the center line out 25. So 25 and measure down 25. So you should have 1, 2, 3 holes at the moment.
Can you redo that for me again? 'Cause it's just not working.
You measure out, so you're measuring back 25 and measure over.
But I think it's
25.
5 for this one.
Okay. No, that's 25. 25. Okay. The very last part. Could someone tell me what distance from the bottom these last holes are up from the very bottom? So see. No, it's not from the very bottom. What are they up, Phoebe? From the very bottom. What is he right? Is 90 the distance? Why? Exactly. See what I mean about simple maths? It's usually just basic numbers like 6, 1 and 2 together. 90. So, like he said, from the very, very bottom, we're going to measure up 90. And the same again, you're going to bring a construction line out, not the full way, just a little bit out either side, like so. And I know the measurement isn't on this, but I drew it up earlier on. And I think the reason I left that is that I wanted to clarify something with myself to check was it okay. And it's going to be out 15, 1, 5. And the same here, 1, 5, 15.